Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks for coming by the channel today. I don't know about you, but maybe you've noticed a lot of the music in these videos that I've been playing lately, it's kind of a bit of a 80s synthesizer kind of throwback. And you know, between TV shows that I'm watching these days, Stranger Things is kind of based in the 80s. I'm an 80s kid. I'm kind of throwing back some 80s things. I got braces again. It's awful. Well, it's Invisalign. It's kind of a different take on it. It's the worst. I hate it, but it's a price you pay to, I guess, have straight teeth. And it's not the first time. I used to have braces, not just once, but twice. This is my third round. It better work. I don't know. But that's not why you're here. You're here to check out a truck. So enough about me. Let's see what we're looking at today. All right, so like I say, a throwback to the 80s. These trucks here, these W9s, they're just near and dear to my heart. I just absolutely love them. Because I grew up, my dad owned W9s, drew W9s as a kid. I just loved dressing these up. Now this one here is a truck that my dad and I worked together on. My dad, Dean, who has retired from the business here, left a few truck deals for me to kind of help him out on. So this truck is sold to Justin and Sheldon Jonassen. Big thank you to those guys for purchasing this truck. I'm really proud to bring this truck to my channel and to deliver this truck, hand them the keys. So thank you so much for the business. Hey, and if I sound a little weird, it's because I have these stupid things on. Anyways, back to the truck. So a few customizations were done on this truck here. A lot of it was just left standard stock from the factory. But I'll just kind of go over some of the things here really quick. It is a 268-inch wheelbase, so it is a little bit of a long guy. Now with that, you get the mid-frame marker lights, which we had taken off and repainted kind of the holes. And that is done by the fine folks over at Eastside Collision. Thanks for their partnership on this build. Getting back to the front end of the truck, my good friends over at House of Chrome here in Manitoba Headingley actually. They did a lot of the aftermarket modifications. That's where the bumper, the visor, and the fenders came from. And they installed it right there on site, and just looking gorgeous. So we have this custom-made bumper, follows the lines of the tires, nice squared off on the sides there. Looks really good. So custom bumper, boxed in. We got a reverse bow tie, a deep reverse bow tie on there, so big visor on there. And we'll get to the fenders here in a little bit. But hey, if you want to check out the guys at House of Chrome, I'll put their social media page up on the screen here. You can check them out, and they do some fine work. The rest of this truck was PDI'd at our shop here in Winnipeg, inland Kenworth, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. A few other things that we did the front axle drop on this, so it is sitting quite a little bit lower, looking really good there. And then we have the 13.2 wide track front axle with disc brakes on it. These are the 7-hole Kenworth rims, so this is a proprietary rim that Kenworth only sells. We ordered it with the Kenworth emblem off the hood, so we kept it very clean there. And then we got rid of the stainless closure panel right in there, and then left the Kenworth bug on the side of the hood, so it looks really cool. The kick plate there is painted, so we have the nice even lines all the way across. And then we have the polished battery box right there. Now up above, we have the 15-inch air cleaners with the bolts mounted to the inside. So it's the top hat style. These guys just pop off. We have the lighted mirrors with the turn signals up there as well. And then up on the roof, we have the factory lights along with the air horns up top. We have dual 7-inch pipes from the factory. So those are the curved factory pipes. And then the DEF tank is right there, 23.8 gallon with the polished cover on it. And we did the same thing with the battery, the fuel tank here. We have the polished fuel tank with the polished straps. And Rob at Big Truck Detail, check them out. They did a beautiful job of shining this truck up, getting it ready for delivery day, which is tomorrow. We have the bunk lights flush in the back, and we have the side marker lights up top there. We painted the cab and the frame the same color. I'll try to get the color up on the screen for you if I remember to do it when I'm editing this video. As far as the back end, we have the Kenworth 4-bag air ride, the AG400L. It's also known as the low air leaf. And then we have the trailer loop lines there for running the in-transit heat on their trailer. We have Meritor rear ends, the MT40s on the back with 342 gear ratio. Full locking differentials. And we got an 8.8-inch ride height Holland fifth wheel slide on a 24-inch slider. Now, looks like we're looking at the sky here. We're looking in a beautiful mirror finish on these fenders. These are stainless full fenders, like the hardware on the front here. These are Hodge builts. Hog builts? Hoagie builts? What is it? Hodge built? Hoggy built? Hodge built? Hodge built is what I think it is. Anyhow, it looks really cool. Same thing on the back end. And then there's a center bracket in the middle that we had painted again at the guys at East Side. We painted those up to kind of match the green, the rest of the truck. So looks really good. On the tail end of the truck here, we have the standard mud flaps with the Kenworth white plastic, and then the rear cross member on the back. We've got drum brakes on the back. And then we got the big fuel tank on this side here, 150 gallon. And then again, the straps, like I love to do, straps and the tanks line up, gap, gap, even, Steven, tickety boo, primo, mint, all those good things to say. As far as over here, we have the DPF emissions toolbox. So that's where all the emissions is housed in there. Let me open up the hood here and I'll show you what is powering this beast. This beast, yeah. Beast mode. Oh. Oh man, there we go. Oh, lean on it there, fatty. Okay. All right, here we have the Cummins X15. It is a 500 efficiency series engine. This will be pulling tanks at Jade Transport, and this is a really nice combination for fuel economy and performance. So that's what we have spec'd here. We have the Davco 382 heated fuel water separator right there. We got your fuel filter right up there, remote lube terminal, boosting power packs, and quick air fill right there. Now, when we did the front axle drop aftermarket, this is a factory 5-inch drop. We changed the rear shackle. And when I say we, it's not our shop here. We actually get that done elsewhere. And I have a lot of people emailing, texting, or calling me, sending me messages, asking me for the part numbers to do that. Go to a frame shop and they can do it if they know what they're doing. So it's not a really difficult thing, but it's not anything that we would really do in our shop. So we change the rear shackle, which we have painted because it comes just the standard unpainted. And then we also kick out a spacer and then paint the U-bolts. And then there's a panel that's kind of right up here that gets removed, and that is also painted as well. So that's the right way in my mind how to do it. You paint all the spots where it's needing it. A few things that we did here as well. We have the support brackets on the side, and then those would rest into those little guys on either side, just to help the hood from to stay stable if you're in an application or just want to keep the truck for a long time, keep it looking good. Let's take a look on the other side. Over here we have the hot side, the turbo, and then here are all the taps for the HVAC system, so you can shut off the heat coolant going into the HVAC when the truck is in the summertime, for example. That's about it on this side here. Like I said, disc brakes. We had to paint a few of the brackets up here. Right up here we had to paint some things, and then the U-bolts and the shackles on the back there. So let's take this tour on the inside of the truck. All right, so before we jump into this truck here, we had a custom interior put in this one here. This has got the Seattle package, so I'm so excited to show this to you guys. Let's check this out. So inside this truck here, we have the Seattle package, which adds a bunch of the factory style look of the diamond tuck. So we have the black diamond interior, added panel right here. We have the fuse panel with the diamond tuck right there above the clutch. We have a carpet wrap steering column, this beautiful pleated steering column wrap, and then we have the Seattle package on the sides of the cup holders. We have it on the glove box, on the heater panel, over the peeper window, on the door here. It comes with the panel up here over above the door itself. We replaced the visor, the sun visors with the paneling up here. And then in the sleeper, there's paneling down here, and same thing on the other side. So really cool way to trick out the interior. It is a few bucks, but in my mind, if you're building a W9 and you want to go all out, that is definitely worth the money. So going across the dash, we have the full gauge package. Everything is just filled all the way up, which is really nice. We have the full locking controls there, your speed control for your cruise control, thank you. We have your Jake brake, your hazards, air slide for the fifth wheel, auxiliary switch, PTO, traction control, and DPF regen switch right there. Down below is the HVAC controls along with the controller for the speedometer tack area right here. It comes with an 18-speed manual transmission, and then with the Seattle package you get this boot that goes around the shifter, which is a nice way to trim that out. Now these seats are set up with the Premium Plus leather seats with the heat control. So you got the heat controls right on this side, right over here, behind this little cup holder. And then over here is the lumbar supports. And these are the two tones, so you have kind of the dark and light gray on them. And we opted to delete the armrests on both sides, so it's totally clear. You can get in and out without having to fuss with the armrests. So in the bunk here, like I said before, we have the Seattle package, which has all the trim on the cabinets, as you can see. And we have the drawers down below, which is strange because normally there's a fridge there. But in this case, this truck here is ordered without a fridge, and they didn't want it. So that's how we spec'd it, which is actually kind of a cool way to set it up. So you have drawers on both sides. Now on this side here, we have this long, deep cabinet. So this is giving you lots of storage all the way down to the bottom floor over there. On this side, we have the fan. I love it. 80s throwback. It's like boiling hot air though. Like it's just... All right, so we got that. Right here, we have the HVAC controls for the bunk when the truck is running, and then the interior lights for the bunk as well. So that is a few things with that. And then as far as up above, there's storage right here. We have storage up above here on this side. Same thing over here. We have lots of storage right up there. And then all along the back wall, we have this shelf, which is a nice way to do it with the 72 stand-up. You can get the shelf back here, which gives you quite a bit more storage space as well. All right, so that's it for this week's video. Again, a big thank you to Justin and Sheldon for purchasing this truck. Really excited to present this one to you, and also excited to bring this one to everybody here on my YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. You can click down here where you hit the subscribe button. That's a hard word to say with all this crap in my mouth now. But please do that. If you want to go to my website as well, it's thekenworthguy.com. You can click up here, which takes you to all my Kenworth Guy pages, which you should check out, follow, and subscribe to all those channels and platforms as well, if you want to see everything to do with Kenworth trucks that I sell anyways. So that's it for this week's video. Thanks so much for watching. I can't wait to see you guys next week and bring you more Kenworth trucks. Have yourself the world's best day.